Okay, so today we will be studying about non-homogeneous linear differential equation, kids. So don't worry, I will explain meaning of each word. What is non-homogeneous, what is linear, what is differential equation, everything. Okay. In the last class, we saw what is homogeneous differential equation, right? So each degree should be same. Okay. Now here, so the differential equation, we all know that if the derivative dy by dx is present, that differential equation is called, that equation is called as differential equation. Not only dy by dx, if it is a derivative of any order is present in the equation, that will be called as differential equation, right? Now, what do you mean by linear differential equation? Let us see that. So in non-homogeneous linear differential equation, you'll be coming across a problem like this. A1x plus b1y plus c1 upon a2x plus b2y plus c2. So this is our non-homogeneous. Why it is called as non-homogeneous? Kids, please understand. And in numerator, you all can see the variable x and y present, which are of degree 1. That's why the word linear is there. So you'll be coming across only linear differential equation, which will be of degree 1. Okay. Now your variables are of degree 1. So here variable is of degree 1, y is of variable degree 1. Now C1 is a constant. Is there any variable attached to this constant? No. So there's no variable present, means what? The variable is raised to 0. So here is degree 1, here is degree 1, here degree is what? 0. So since the degrees are not same of each term, that's why the given differential equation is called as non-homogeneous differential equation. Therefore, since the same thing happens in denominator also, it is of degree 1, it is of degree 1, and there is no variable present, therefore it is of degree 0. No variable means present, no variable present means the variable is raised to 0, because anything raised to 0 is 1. So that's why the here it is of degree 0. So again the degree is not same, therefore the given differential equation is what? Non-homogeneous differential equation. And I hope the meaning of linear is clear, because the variables or the derivatives which are present in this differential equation, they are of degree 1. So how to solve this differential equation, kids? So kids, we are going to solve this differential equation, this non-homogeneous differential equation. It follows 2 steps, okay? It follows 2 steps, and the first step is to convert the non-homogeneous into homogeneous, and the second step is to convert homogeneous into variable separable method. Okay, so second step, we all know how to convert homogeneous into a variable separable method by taking the substitution y equals to vx. Okay, so let us do that. So how then, let us focus on the first step. How am I going to convert non-homogeneous to homogeneous? So how am I going to convert the non-homogeneous to homogeneous? For that, you have to take the substitution, and that substitution is this. So you have to take small x as capital X plus h and small y as capital Y plus k. So this is the substitution which we are going to take for converting our non-homogeneous into homogeneous. Now some student will ask me, what is the value of h and k? So that is not going to be any random value for h and k. That is going to be a specific value, particular value, and that particular value we will be finding later on in this problem. Okay, so it is not going to be any random value for h and k. It is going to be a particular specific value, and that specific value we will find out later on. So, but as of now, you just remember how to convert non-homogeneous into homogeneous by taking the substitution as small x you are going to replace by capital X plus h, and small y you are going to replace by capital Y plus k. So your dy by small dy dx will become capital dy so d capital Y upon d capital X, because the h and k are constant. So if I take its derivative, it is going to be 0. So ultimately your dy dx, which is present over here, it is going to be d capital Y upon d capital X. So if I substitute this equation, so I'm going to substitute this equation in this, and then I will going to rearrange them. So that I will show you later on in the problem solving. As of now, just remember, we are going to follow 2 steps in solving non-homogeneous linear differential equation. The first step is to convert non-homogeneous to homogeneous. Second step is to convert homogeneous into variable separable form. And for converting non-homogeneous into homogeneous, you have to take this substitution. So let us start with the problem, kids. I'm taking question number 1. So question number 1 is solve dy by dx equals to x plus 2y plus 3 upon 2x minus y plus 1. So this is my differential equation, kids. Clearly all can see it is a non-homogeneous differential equation. Yes or no, kids? Clearly it is a non-homogeneous. It is non-homogeneous differential equation. So I have told you all how to solve non-homogeneous differential equation. What is the first step to be done? Yes, kids, what is the first? Convert non-homogeneous into homogeneous. So
Homogeneous.
how will you convert non-homogeneous into homogeneous? By taking the substitution. So let small x is equals to capital X plus h and small y equals to capital Y plus k. And that I'll be substituting in equation number 1. Therefore, so after taking the substitution and putting in this equation number 1, so this d small y, d small x will become d capital Y upon d capital X equals to x. In place of x, I'm going to write capital X plus h plus 2. In place of small y, I'm going to write capital Y plus k and plus 3 as it is upon 2 x plus h minus capital Y plus k plus 1. Now next step is going to be we will be collecting all the variables together and all the constants together like this. So your variable x and this 2y that we are going to take together, x plus 2y. Now you collect all the constant term together. Constant terms are h, this multiplied 2 with this k, so I will get 2k plus 3. So constant terms are h plus 2k plus 3. So in this step, what I have done, I have collected all the variables together and all the constant terms together. The same thing you will do in denominator. Denominator will become 2 times x minus y. So I collected all the variables together. Now you collect all the constants together, which is 2h minus k plus 1. Will this become minus k or it is going to be plus k? Minus k, because if I'll open the bracket, this minus will come inside and it will become minus k. Now next step, what we are going to do now, is it converted into homogeneous? Now after taking the substitution, is it converted into homogeneous system?
Yes.
Is it homogeneous now? Yes, is it homogeneous now, kids? Hello? Hello? Okay, I'm asking you, is it homogeneous differential equation now? Has it been converted to homogeneous? Yes, no, say something so I'll get to know ki, what is the problem. So far I doubt to anybody cares, like what we have done, we took the substitution, and that substitution we have substituted in the equation number 1, which was our given question. Now it is not a homogeneous differential equation. Why it is not? Because still constant term is there. In homogeneous, there should not be any constant term because constant term has degree 0. Okay, so which will not make my differential equation into homogeneous. So this constant term should not be there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to equate them to 0. So h plus 2k plus 3 equals to 0 and 2h minus k plus 1 equals to 0. Did you understand this thing? This system, this after taking the substitution, the final equation which I have got, it is still not a homogeneous differential equation because this constant term is troubling me. So I don't want this constant terms to be there. So I'm equated them to 0. Now you all can see this can be written as h plus 2k equals to minus 3, 2h minus k equals to minus 1. So you all can see that this is a two equation in two variables which I can solve simultaneously to get the value of h and k. तो मैंने आप लोगों को पहले ही बोला था कि the h and k are not going to take any random value. Those values are going to be some specific, some particular value. So this way you are going to get the particular value for h and k. So when you will solve these two equations simultaneously, the value of h and k is going to be -1 and -1. So now I will substitute value of h and k in this equation. So h is going to be -1, k is also -1, -1, -2, -3, -3 plus 3 will become 0. So this term will become 0. So after substituting value for h and k. So ultimately what you will get, d capital Y upon d capital X equals to x plus 2y upon 2x minus y. Now is that homogeneous differential equation now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now it is homogeneous. Now we'll follow the step 2. So first step we converted non-homogeneous into homogeneous. Now step 2 we will do step 2. What now I have to do in step 2? Now I have to convert my homogeneous into variable separable form. So in variable separable form, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the substitution.
Y equals to Vx.
So y equals to V capital X. Now you all tell me whether small y will come or capital Y will come.
Capital V or X.
Capital Y.
Capital Y will come because my given homogeneous differential equation is in capital Y and capital X. So capital Y and capital X are gonna come. So I'm substituting Y equals to Vx. Just a second, students. Okay. So I'm taking substitution Y equals to Vx to convert my homogeneous into variable separable form. Now, so we all know that what is to be done next. So what I'm going to do next, kids? Yes, tell me what is to be done next.
Substituting in dy by dt.
Integrate.
Yes, we will be writing dy by dx. So I'll make this equation number 2. This is my equation number 2. So you differentiate this y with respect to x. So here I'm going to apply u into v rule. So v derivative of x with respect to x is going to be 1 plus x derivative of v with respect to x. So the dv by dx I'm gonna get. So I got v plus x dv by dx. So I will substitute these two things in equation number 2. So what I will get? So left hand side of equation number 2 will become v plus x dv by dx is equals to, now x plus 2y, x plus 2y I'm going to replace by v times x upon 2x minus vx. Do you all know how to solve further? V plus x. Now we'll try to separate the variables. We'll keep x on one side and we'll take all the v terms together on one side. I can see कि numerator x is common, take it outside and you'll be left with 1 plus 2v. Upon, in denominator also x is common, take it outside, you'll be left with 2 minus v. So this x and this x will get cancelled and you'll be left with v plus x dv by dx is equals to 1 plus 2v upon 2 minus v. Tell me what is to be done next. What is to be done next?
V terms on one side and h terms on other side.
Yes, now I will take this v on the other side. So I will get x dv by dx is equals to 1 plus 2v upon 2 minus v, and this plus v will come over here, it will become minus v. So I got x dv by dx is equals to, solve it. Now you cross multiply, v upon 1 is there. So cross multiply करेंगे हम. So 1 plus 2v minus 2v plus v square. Am I right, kids? Have I?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, upon 2 minus will come. Now which term is getting cancelled out? This 2v minus 2v will get cancelled. And what I will get, x dv by dx is equals to 1 plus v square upon 2 minus v. Now I will separate the variables. I will take this term on this side. So it will become 2 minus v upon 1 plus v square dv. Then I will take this x on other side. It will become 1 upon x dx. So now my variable has got separated.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
integrate on both the sides. So 2 minus v upon 1 plus v square dv equals to integration of 1 upon x dx. You all know what will be the integration of right hand side. Tell me how you are going to integrate left hand side. Any one of you can tell me like something which you all know. How can I integrate left hand side? Okay, so what I'm going to do, kids, I'm going to use this. You know law of indices, a plus b upon c. I can write it as a upon c plus b upon c. Right, so this thing I'm going to apply over here. So I'm going to write 1 upon 1 plus v square minus v upon 1 plus v square. Is it fine now, kids?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, did you understand? Okay, what did I do over here? Now next.
Yes.
Now next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to operate integration on each term. So 2 is constant, take it outside. Integration of 1 upon 1 plus v square dv minus integration of v upon 1 plus v square dv. And the right hand side, it is going to be 1 upon x dx. Okay, so what is the integration of 1 upon 1 plus v square?
Tan inverse of v.
Tan inverse of v. Okay, correct है. We all know that integration of 1 upon 1 plus x square क्या होता है? It is tan inverse of x. But instead of x, what we are having? We are having v. So it is going to be tan inverse of v. That's absolutely right. So 2 times tan inverse of v. Correct. What about this? What you can observe in the second integration, if I take its derivative, 1 plus v square, 1's derivative is 0 and v square derivative is 2v. Is it present in numerator? 0 plus 2v. V is present. The only thing is missing is what? 2. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply and divide with 2. So I divided and multiplied with 2. So it is in the form of integration of f dash of x upon f of x. And what is the answer of this such a type of integration? It is log of f of x. Right? So this thing I'm going to operate on this. So I'll be getting half log of 1 plus v square. And the right hand side will become log x plus c, integration constant. Okay. Now, what you have to do next? This 2 I don't want, this 2 I don't want. So divide throughout by 2. So what I will get 4 times tan inverse of v minus log of 1 plus v square. What did I do? I multiplied throughout by 2. So this right hand side will also get multiplied with 2. So log of x square will come plus 2c. Now next. Now I will, is this my final answer, kids? Oops, something wrong I have written.
Square.
This will not come. Okay, so is this going to be my final answer?
No.
No. So I have to replace v. No, v. What I have taken y was capital Y was v times capital X. So v is going to be capital Y upon capital X. So I'm going to replace v with capital Y upon capital X. So 4 times tan inverse of capital Y upon capital X minus log of 1 plus capital Y upon capital X the whole square. This 2 log x, can I write this way? Log of x square.
Square.
Can I write this way?
Square.
Yes, okay. So now, Abhi, is this going to be my final answer, kids?
No, ma'am.
So now what is left now? This is in terms of capital Y. This is in terms of capital Y and capital X square. But हमारा original equation में small x and small y was there. So I have to replace this capital X and capital Y with something. So tell me what I had taken for small x. Small x I had taken x plus h. What was the value of h we got? We got it as -1. So tell me capital X क्या हो जाएगा? Capital X is going to be small x plus 1. Did you understand the step? Yes, this step, did you understand? The same thing will happen in with y also. Y we are taking capital Y plus k. K we got it as -1. Therefore, the capital Y will get small y plus 1. So you have to replace this small x, capital X and capital Y with this in above equation. So I will get 4 times tan inverse of, replace capital Y. Capital Y is y plus 1 upon x plus 1 minus log of, okay. Before I substitute here in log, I'll simplify it little. Log of x square plus y square upon x square. Take this log square also on this side. So it will become minus log of x square is equals to 2c. So it is going to be 4 tan inverse of y plus 1 upon x plus 1 minus, if I take minus common, so this term is going to be log of x square plus y square upon x square plus log x square is equals to 2c. Now it is in the form of log a plus log b. So log a plus log b is what? Log a plus log b is log a into b. So minus log of, so this is my a, x square plus y square upon x square is my a into b. B is what? X square is equals to 2c. This x square and x square will get cancelled and you will be left with y plus 1 upon x plus 1 minus log of x square plus y square is equals to 2c. And you replace capital X and capital Y now. So capital X and capital Y is what? Minus log of x plus 1 the whole square plus y plus 1 the whole square. So this is your final answer. Have you all understood this problem? Okay, so tell me, how did we start? Yes, tell me. Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, how did we find H and K value?
Okay, very good question.
1.
I appreciate who asked this question.
Pratik,
Nitin, you, Pratik, okay. Pratik, pay attention over here, I'm explaining. So see, so this was my question. Is it visible to everyone?
Yes,
So this was my question. dy by dx equals to x plus 2y plus 3 upon 2x minus y plus 1. So this was my non-homogeneous differential equation. So we are doing, we are going to follow 2 steps. Step number 1 that says convert non-homogeneous into homogeneous. So for that you have to take the substitution as small x equals to capital X plus h and small y as capital Y plus k. Is that clear to you, Pratik?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, now what you're doing next, you're replacing d small y upon d small x with d capital Y upon dx, right? So this is what I have wrote over here. One sec. So this is what I have wrote over here. Okay, now I replace the small x with capital X plus h and the small y with capital Y plus k. Okay, and the same thing I did in denominator. Now next step, what I'm doing, I'm collecting all the variables together and all the constant terms together. Okay, and the same thing happened in denominator also. I collected all the variables together, means 2x and this minus y I will take together and I will take all the constant terms together. So this is our constant term. Now still it has not got converted to homogeneous, because in homogeneous we don't want this constant terms to be there. I don't want this constant terms to be there. So what I will do, I will equate these two terms to 0. So this is what I did over here. So I equated this two constant terms equals to 0. Then I took this 3 on this side, right hand side, it will become -3, and this 1 I took on this side, it will become -1. You all can see, Pratik, you can see over here, this is the two equation in two variables. So I can solve them simultaneously and I can get the value for h and k. Now you got it, Pratik. How did I get the value for h and k?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, so when you will put the h and k ka value in this equation, the bracket term, in this bracket term, so this term is going to be 0. So if this term is going to be 0, then what is left now? You will be left with x plus 2y and 2x minus y. So now you can see that it is my homogeneous differential equation. Now, to how to solve homogeneous differential equation, we all know that you take the substitution, then you put it in this, then you separate them, and then you integrate them. So this is what I have done. And the final answer should not contain v. It should be in terms of small x and small y. Okay, so this is how we have solved this problem. Okay, so I'm giving you one problem which you're going to do on your own and tell me what you're getting. Okay, so question number 2 I'm giving you all. Just try to solve on your own and tell me whether you are able to solve this problem or not. So dy by dx equals to x plus 2y plus 1 upon 2x plus 4y plus 3. Okay, start solving this, kids. The hint is this. Start solving, kids. I'm giving you all 5 minutes and just see whether you're able to do it or not. Okay? Start solving, everyone. 5 minutes you'll have. So let us start, kids, with this another type of problem on non-homogeneous. So it clearly, you all can see that this is my non-homogeneous system of linear differential equation. So how to solve this? One thing I observed in this equation is that x plus 2y plus 1 is present in numerator. If I take 2 common in denominator from first 2 terms, I will get x plus 2y plus 3. So I can see that this x plus 2y is common in numerator as well as in denominator. That's why I'm taking this substitution x plus 2y as v. So this is another type of problem comes in non-homogeneous linear differential equation. So whenever you find common terms present in numerator as well as in denominator, take those common terms as v. Now what I'm going to do? So now I'm going to differentiate this with respect to x. So differentiate with respect to x. So derivative of x with respect to x is going to be 1 plus 2 is constant, take it outside. Differentiate y with respect to x, I will get dy by dx. And then differentiate v with respect to x. So I will get dv by dx. Now all these substitution, you have to put it in equation number 1. So let us do that. Okay, still it has not, I have not got equation for dy by dx. So I will keep dy by dx on one side. And this is 2 is also there. I will take 1 on this side. It will become dv by dx minus 1. Next, so your dy by dx will become, 1 over 2 dv by dx minus 1 over 2. Because 2 is multiplied over here, it will come over here and it will get multiplied to each of these terms, or it will get divided to each of these terms. So I will get 1 over 2 dv by dx minus 1 over 2. Now I will put dy by dx in equation number 1. So the left hand side will become, so from 1, so left hand side is dy by dx. So I will replace dy by dx with this half dv by dx minus half. So left hand side is done. Now you put for right hand side. So x plus 2y I'm going to replace with v. So I'm going to get v plus 1 in numerator, and in denominator I'm going to get 2v plus 3. So v plus 1 in numerator and denominator will become 2v plus 3. Now there's nothing much. You just have to separate variables and then you'll be done. So half dv by dx and I will take minus half on that side. It will become plus half. So v plus 1, 2v plus 3, and then this plus half. Then you cross multiply, I will get 2v plus 2 plus then 2v plus 3 upon 4v plus 6. Any difficulty in this? We just cross multiplied. Now you collect all the like terms together. So here 2v plus 2v will become 4v plus 2 plus 3 will become 5. And here it is 4v plus 6. 1 upon 2 dv by dx. Now still this 2 is there. Take it this side. So it will become dv by dx. It is in denominator in left hand side. So it will come over here. It will come in numerator. And in denominator, I can see 4v plus 6, 2 is common, take it outside. So you'll be left with 2v plus 3. So this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Now I will take these terms on that side. So it will become 2v plus 3 upon 4v plus 5 dv. And there's nothing left on this side. So that means 1 is left. And this dx will come on this side. Now the variable has got separated, kids.
Yes.
Now you will integrate both the sides. So 2v plus 3 upon 4v plus 5 dv equals to integration of 1 with respect to x. Now, how to integrate this term? So again, I'm going to apply this thing. Now, how to solve such problems? Now, 4v plus 5 is there. So I'll make this also 4v plus 5. How can I make that? So this 2v, I want to make 4v. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply and divide with 2. So I divided by 2, now multiply with 2. So this 2v plus 3 will become 4v plus 6 upon 4v plus 5 dv. And integration of 1 is x plus c integration constant. Now next. Now 4v plus 5 is there. I want in numerator also 4v plus 5. So I will write 4v plus 6. I'm going to split in this way 5 plus 1 upon 4v plus 5 dv equals to x plus c. Now I'm going to apply law of indices, which says you can write this way 4v plus 5 upon 4v plus 5 plus 1 upon 4v plus 5. Am I right, kids? Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here it will become x plus c. Now you integrate them individually and you will get half. Okay. I'll take now this half now on that side. So if I take half on that side, it will become integrate. So 4v plus 5, 4v plus 5 will get cancelled. It will be left with 1. Integrate 1 with respect to v plus integrate 1 upon 4v plus 5 with respect to v. And I'm taking this 2 on this side. It will become 2x plus 2c. Now you can integrate easily. Integration of 1 with respect to v is going to be v plus, and integration of 1 upon 4v plus 5, it is going to be log of 4v plus 5, and you divide with coefficient of v. The coefficient of v over here is 4. You divide it with 4 is equals to 2x plus 2c. Now I don't want this v to be present in denominator. I want to simplify it further. So I will get 4v plus log of 4v plus 5. So the same thing will get multiplied in right hand side also. So 8x plus 8c I will get. Now you replace v what I had taken? I had taken v as x plus 2y. So I will replace v with x plus 2y. So I will get 4 times x plus 2y plus log of 4 times x plus 2y plus 5 is equals to 8x plus c. Next, multiply this 4 inside, then 4x plus 8y plus log of 8x plus, sorry. So it is going to be 4x plus 8y plus 5 is equals to 8x plus 8c. This 8c, I can take it as c1. So where c1 is this 8c. So hence, this is my final answer. Any difficulty in understanding this problem, kids? It was very easy. So you'll just go through once. How did I solve this problem? So x plus 2y, and denominator there was 2x plus 4y. So there was common term x plus 2y that I substituted as v. Then they differentiated it. Then I separated them. Then integrated them. And I got the final answer. Is this fine now, kids? So I'm giving you all one more problem right now. Just try this problem on your own. This dy by dx equals to 2x minus y plus 1 upon 2y minus x plus 1. Now in this, there is no common term I can see. So you can take the substitution as x equals to capital X plus h and y as capital Y plus k. Okay, so take those substitution and you try to solve this problem. Okay, your time starts now. You all have 5 minutes. Try to solve this problem and see whether you're able to get it or not. Okay, your time starts now. Start solving, kids. Anyone wants to ask anything, they can ask. Yes, anyone wants to ask anything? Nobody wants to ask anything. They have understood this problem. Yes, Tuba, Preeti, Nandini, Anita, Prashant, Nitin, Kaushik. Kaushik को जरूर कोड आउट होगा. Yes, Kaushik, you don't want to ask anything? Anita, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
why are you all not replying? Then? Anita, you're not audible. I think there's some network issue from my end.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. No, you solve this problem and tell me whether you're able to do it or not. Okay, are you all doing it, kids?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
tell me, how should I start? Tell me, what all tell me the constant terms which you got after this.
2x minus y
What do you got? 2x,
minus y
then?
plus h minus k plus 1.
Okay, plus h will come or 2h will come?
Sorry, 2h plus minus k plus 1.
Yes, 2h minus k plus 1, absolutely right. And what will come in denominator?
2y minus x
Just a sec. 2x minus
2y minus x
2y minus x will come. Okay. So 2y minus x, then
2k minus h plus 1.
shall I write this way? Minus h plus 2k plus 1. Okay. So did you solve? Okay, who is there? Arjun? Arjun, will you turn off your mic? Why he attends the class? I don't understand. Okay, so did you all solve this 2h and this equation 2h minus k plus 1 equals to 0? You're going to equate it to 0. Minus h plus 2k plus 1 is equals to 0. Solve these two equations and tell me h and k, what you got. Yes, what are the values for h and k? H and K, anybody got?
-1, ma'am.
Both are -1.
Yes,
Both are
ma'am.
minus. Okay, -1, but it is not satisfying. This is it. 2 -1 -2 -1. Okay, yeah, it is satisfying. Yes. So both was -1. So this will become 1 -2 -1. Yes, it's correct. H and K both are coming out. Both will be -1. So then I got dy by dx as, so these terms will become zeros. You'll be left with 2x minus y upon 2y minus x. Now this is your step number 1. You're done with your step number 1. Now you follow step number 2 and tell me what you're getting. After separating the variables, you tell me what you're getting. Start solving, kids. You'll have to do it on your own. Don't look at here. So you have to substitute this in equation number 2. The problem is in equation number 1. Anita, you solving further?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Only Anita is doing, I guess. What about other kids? Preeti, are you doing it further?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I can see x is common in both. So those terms will get cancelled out. We'll be left with 2v minus 1. Take this v also on this side, x dv by dx. Then this 2 minus v upon 2v minus v minus v. If I'm doing something wrong, just let me know. So x dv by dx, 2 minus v minus 2v squared plus v upon 2v minus 1. So this minus v plus v will get cancelled and you will be left with 2 minus 2v squared upon 2v minus 1. Okay, I can do it further also. This 2 is also common. So 1 minus v square I will get. Denominator 2v minus 1 is there. X dv by dx. Now the terms have got separated now. So you take this side. Are you all also getting the same terms?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. Now you'll have to integrate on both the sides. So I will take this half outside and I will apply law of indices. So 2v upon 1 minus v square will come. Then minus. Then this minus, this is dv minus integration of 1 minus v square. And integration of 1 upon x dx. Now you all can solve it further, right? It is in which form, kids? It is in which form? What you all can observe? So if I take its derivative, one's derivative is 0. Yes, f dash of x upon f of x. So it will be, but minus is missing. So what I will do, I will multiply and divide with minus. So it is going to be minus log of 1 minus v square. What is the answer of this? 1 upon 1 minus v square.
Multiply and divide by 2.
Sorry? No. So what is the integration of 1 upon 1 minus v square? So this part is left on you, kids. You're going to tell me what is the integration of 1 upon 1 minus v square in next class, and integration of 1 upon x is log x plus integration constant. So this part is left on you. You will get easily, just think over it and you will get the answer. And you
Ma'am,
then you have to replace v with capital Y upon X. This is the answer, Bacha. Yes, kids? Not an issue, kids. You all solve in the next class and let me know what answer you're getting, okay? Okay, so that's it. I'm sharing the attendance link in the chat box. Fill the attendance, kids, and come with the solution in the next lecture, okay? Yeah, remember, kids, you'll have to replace this with v with capital Y upon capital X and then with the small x and small y. So do remember that and do come up with the solution in the next lecture, okay? I have shared the attendance link in the chat box. Kindly fill the attendance.